Pregnant at 17.
I want me to be mad with my child because she's pregnant at 17. Headed to be a sophomore in college, making dean's list semester after semester. Will graduate by the time she's 19, which is still a teen. Why y'all want me to be mad with her? Absolutely not. Things happen.
Okay. So the caption of this post, this story gets kind of crazy. I know I've got a lot of fathers who are subscribed to the Coffee Pod. We have mothers on here too. Anybody with kids, of course, I want you to chime in. Even if you don't have children, I'm curious to know, what do you think about everything that's going on here? This mother is obviously beefing with the internet right now, saying, you want me to be upset at my daughter who's pregnant at 17 when we are proud of her. What is she proud of exactly? Here, I'm going to show you, right? We're going to skip ahead here. We're going to get to everything, but you have to see what's going on.
One super student being honored by her classmates, teachers, and staff.
This teenager has accomplished something few can boast. The team's Robin Simmons is back on the Plex to share the story. Now, Robin?
You are going to meet the student who will be honored at Homestead City Hall later this week. She fast-tracked her education. 15-year-old Janiah Baker, who attends Homestead High School, reached an academic achievement that no other student in a Miami-Dade County public school has. She jumped from being a freshman to a senior in just 1 year.
I was ready to finish school.
Her mother noticed her daughter's drive in elementary school.
I noticed that she was very accelerated. I'm like, okay, she don't make B's. So that I noticed, like, let's put her in higher classes. And then she started accelerating as she went higher. And she just never dropped the ball. So I was like, okay, let's go for it.
But it was no easy goal.
It was a lot of work I had to do.
She did it while juggling extracurriculars. As a student athlete, Baker currently holds the highest GPA.
All right, so as you guys can see, a young black woman who's brilliant when it comes to her academics. I just want to say this first off. Congratulations to her. This is wonderful. This is a good thing, right? We're just talking about the academics here. Now, then you have this whole situation of her getting pregnant at 17 years old and the mother playing it off in a way that seems like she's almost proud of what's actually going on and documenting the whole situation for people to see. Check it out.
Come with me and Janiah as we go to the doctor for her pop-up visit. We're headed to the doctor's office now, and we're just talking about different things about her becoming a mother. And this is a new journey, and you guys are going on it with us. Look at this girl. She is so funny. Look how slow she walks, y'all.
I just noticed the top caption here says the 15-year-old girl who made history by skipping from 9th grade to 12th grade in just 1 year. By the way, 9th grade to 12th grade is crazy. In just 1 year is now 16 years old and is currently pregnant. I thought it was 17, 16. See, there's something oddly, I think, wrong with parading this. As much as I would never encourage somebody to talk down on a young person, because, they're young at this age, and try to publicly embarrass them. I don't think publicly putting their whole story out there or acting like it's an accomplishment is good either. Like, let's keep listening.
Oh, she is funny. This is the part she don't like, this part. So here we're listening to the baby's heartbeat. And it was just a visit that she had to follow up on some stuff. But back to last visit, this is the dad. For the people that may ask, he's very much present. Him and his family is very much present. We're honored for that. Look at the baby at the last ultrasound, just flipping and jumping. And these are the pictures. The baby has actually grown very, very big. Look at Grandma too.
And just keep in mind, guys, 16 years old here. Let's go back to what she was talking about earlier. What do you think so far? What do you think of this whole dynamic? Because here's my thing, man. You have a lot of very academically successful young women today because it's just shoved down their throat as being very, very, very important, especially black women. However, you end up realizing, and they end up realizing, that what they truly want in the very end is to be well-rounded. Yes, academics are a wonderful thing if that's something that's in your cards to get you to where you want to be. This is not me saying drop out of high school, right? Go to school if you believe it will help you get to where you need to go. Be careful about taking on too much debt and useless degrees. That's not what this video is about. But you see all these educated chicks, and there's so much emphasis and praising them about their education and this and that. But the truly impactful, the things in life that really impact your success are your decisions when it comes to who you decide to have children with. For those children, it's whether they're born into a two-parent household that's married. And so I think there's a conversation here that definitely can be had about making sure that finding a husband before you get pregnant is prioritized as well. I would never be okay with my daughter being paraded like this if she got pregnant at 16 or 17, whatever age it is. We know it's not 18.
Why y'all want to be mad with her? Absolutely not. Things happen. Some of y'all act like y'all know y'all children so well, like y'all can control everything they do. No, you can't. I don't care how strict you feel like you are. A teacher sees your child more than you do. And if you claim you work, you definitely don't see your child that much if you're a working parent.
What does that have to do with them?
Stop acting like things don't happen. Y'all really want to put y'all energy off on us because we don't want to be miserable while she's pregnant. We don't want her to go through the worst. We don't want her sad, mad. No, we're not going to do that over here. All children are blessings. Some people can't even have kids. Some of the ones talking have never even been married before having a child. Still ain't married. Janai grew up in a two-parent home. So I want me to be married.
Like I said, man, I don't think the correct response is if your young daughter comes to you and says, hey, I'm pregnant, to be like, let me put you on blast and publicly shame you. Now, can you keep it real about the decisions and consequences of her decisions and let her know that that's not something to be proud of? Yeah, you can. And I think more people need to, because what ends up happening, if no one acts like this is a mistake and to some degree, then you're leaving the opportunity for it to happen again, and then again, and then again. And this is all, by the way, everybody who's looking at this is not coming from a place of wishing bad. They're saying, hey, no, that's probably not best. It's probably not going to contribute to her success. Or she probably is the type of woman, like most of the women we see today, who want to build a family. And the more kids you have outside of wedlock, the harder it will be for you to take a man to take you seriously. And they won't care what record you set or you were the top graduate, whatever school. They don't care when he's looking for the best deal for him as a wife. And then you're putting your young daughter out here to the public and leaving people to give their opinion. That's what you're doing. And that's what people are doing. You did this, right?
Stop acting like you can control everything about your child, especially if they're ready when they're ready. You should be able to talk to your child. Some of y'all can't even talk to your children. Some of y'all keep laying y'all kids on the table.
Ready when they're ready? 16, 17, ready when they're ready? Come
on. Because y'all shame getting them babies taken out of them time after time they get pregnant because y'all ashamed, tearing their insides up. We don't do that over here. We're not doing that over here. It happened. Was it a surprise to us? Absolutely. But we're not going to bash her into the ground. As her parents, we don't have to tell y'all what we told her.
No reason to bash her.
We straighten her. She knows. But also, guess what? We're going to build her up for greater. We're not doing that over here. And y'all not going to put that energy off of her. So while y'all mention, she's 17 and pregnant, mention she's going to be 19 and degree too. Don't leave that out. Still
19 and degree. Your degrees cannot replace a husband. Go ask the chicks. Go ask the women out here with exceptional accomplishments. They will not replace what a man brings, the guidance a husband brings. And I hope he proposes. I hope he proposes, right? And he's actually there in marriage. Yes, but this idea that before you mention that she's pregnant at 17 or single, and I get she's being defensive and she's being a mother. Before you talk about how she is pregnant at 17 or 16, don't forget to add that she has a degree. This is why mothers cannot lead households and families. This is why they cannot be leaders within a household, is because this unconditional love is not great for all situations. It's not. You need a father who takes charge and gets in front of the camera, because right now it's looking like she's the head of that household, or if there is still a man in the household. You need that masculine energy for that man to speak out, because from a man, the perspective, I can guarantee you, in most cases, will be different.
However you look at it. Y'all just hate the fact that people can be accomplished and do stuff.
No, that's
And the
not.
way y'all, some talking, Janaya write y'all on the table. Very intelligent. So at the end of the day, they again, stop acting.
Okay, let's read a few comments. Top comment here says, kids make mistakes, but she's still pushing. On top of having a great support system, she will be just fine. She needs a great support system. She needs to have the support of her parents, her family. They all need to be there. I don't think that's what this is truly about. I think the parading of her, documenting her as a minor, getting pregnant, there's something weird about this. Somebody else here says, this young lady has made her parents beyond proud. No, they don't support teen pregnancy, but they're not about to make their daughter feel bad for getting pregnant. You listen, this is where, this is a woman commenting, right? This is where mothers are different from fathers. No, you're not supposed to make sure you crush all her confidence and self-esteem. But if that was my daughter, there's definitely a conversation being had about, hey, we support you, we love you, your family has your back, but you should understand that this just made your life become real. You're bringing a child into this world. There is nothing to be proud about the way this happened. Why? Because it needs to not happen again. And most people just assume, oh, it won't. It was just a one-off thing. You will be surprised. This commenter goes on to say, them being mad solves what? She's still excelling in school and her parents are supportive. I'm happy she has a support system. Please normalize loving your kids through unexpected things. This baby about to be loved. Congratulations, Nia, on all you've accomplished and have yet to accomplish. And congratulations on your soon to be bundle of joy and blessings. I definitely do think love can be there along with the coffee being served, because she needs it for her own good. We got another commenter here who added, I don't want my daughter pregnant at a young age. Live your life, but to each its own. And if my daughter were to get pregnant, I definitely would stand behind them. Who wouldn't stand behind their daughter? I think most people would stand behind their daughter. At least I hope they would. I hope they would support them, right, and be there for them. But I definitely hope that they wouldn't act like, hey, it's okay, it's fine. There's nothing wrong here. All right, so next here we have somebody here who disagrees and has a joke. They said her mother probably gave the boyfriend a ride to the house, meaning she probably used to support and encourage that relationship. Somebody else here added she was definitely letting him spend the night. Somebody else here says facts. That's what I'm getting here. When I don't see a father and I see a mom all up in the camera, very passionately speaking about a situation like this, I'm like, where's the father? Where's the man in the household? I definitely don't think it's far-fetched to think that she let the dude come over. And there was a whole lot of things that were wrong with these parents who continue to encourage the cycle of single motherhood, right? Oh, he can stay the night. Oh, it's okay. He can stay downstairs. Oh, no, he can do this. He can do that. The next thing you know, what? You're in this situation. And listen, people can live how they want, but those decisions come with very serious consequences. Somebody else here says, even helped him bring in his spend the night bag. Yo, somebody else here says, and order them Wingstop and DoorDash. My stuff. So they're pretty much saying that she seems like the type of mother who's okay with all this and even encourage it and set them up for failure. How do you do that? By not having correct boundaries. Somebody else who says self-pandering, low vibration behavior. Here's another chick who says, it's sad that I never heard of her until she got pregnant. It's like they were trying to take away her accomplishments with this announcement. I graduated high school at 16 and got pregnant at 17. Didn't finish my first degree until I was 26. She'll be 19 with a degree. It's not that I don't think that that's an amazing accomplishment. It's not that. It's the fact that we're having a whole different discussion here that we've had many times with women who may not be as accomplished, but modern women use the whole, I have all these degrees, but I don't have a man. Well, you weren't making sure to set yourself up for success on the other end of life. And the people around you weren't helping you. They thought, oh, all she needs to do is make sure that she gets her education. Let's see. We have this right here, right? And this is the future. If you don't understand how that other side works and you're having kids outside of wedlock and the people around you raising you up aren't really prioritizing making sure that you are becoming a wife, that you know how to submit.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
To your man. Oh, yeah. You end up like this. So this is future version. And not of her. I'm not saying of the young lady. I just mean of the chicks who pursue their degrees and think they will replace men. And that will be like the key to navigating life, including the dating life. The top of the caption of this video says, women have all them degrees, but let a guy with a high school diploma manipulate them. And get them pregnant, some of them. And some of them don't even have the excuse like the young lady did of not having experience in life. They're grown adults out here getting manipulated by bums. I promise you. Those are the guys here who are running game the most, all the time on their hands, left and right.
Oh, you women always talk about how smart you are with all of your degrees, but you let a guy with a high school diploma manipulate you. Yes. And that makes sense. And I'll tell you why. There's something called book smarts and street smarts. So those who are academically inclined have probably been buried in books their whole life, a significant portion of their adult life. So they don't have street smarts, or don't tend to anyway. So they may not be able to read red flags or read the room or see through people's BS or even learn how to manipulate, because that's not a skill that they would be learning when they're in school. People who are street smart tend to be able to read the room, read red flags. They're able to see through people's BS. They're able to learn how to manipulate because that might be a survival tactic that they had to learn. So of course, when we're talking about the skill of manipulation, someone who is street smart would have that skill. Now, if you put that same street smart person against the book smart person on a test or in the workplace, they'd probably lose in that arena too, because that's not their area of strength. That makes sense.
Or maybe, because how did you learn how to be book smart? Oh, you listen to your teachers, right? You listen to your professors. Okay, so how are you supposed to learn how to be street smart? You're supposed to listen to the men around you who can share their mistakes, preferably a father figure. But the question is, do you drink coffee?
No, I'll have a tea, actually.
No, you don't. You don't want to listen. You don't think you need guidance. You think you can do it all by yourself.